Hey guys, Jason from the Glitter Guy here, and what we're going to do today is a nice, quick, easy tutorial on how to apply an acrylic pour skin after you've made one to a tumbler. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit all the appropriate buttons below. First, what we're gonna need is obviously a skin that we would have poured previously. I did a live of this previously in our Facebook group, and I'm gonna do a more full-length involved tutorial later. I just actually wasn't happy with this paint, to be fully transparent. This skin that I made, I don't have a better paint on hand right now to do the full one, and I don't want to do a full pour with this paint in particular. So upgrade, I don't like it. Don't go get it. I like the color, I just don't like it for pours. It's just like a little too thin. Also, I added a little bit too much silicone oil when I did these. Didn't help either. But I still think the colors are good and we can still get something actually useful out of this in applying it to the tumbler. I think that's a good lesson to have. Your pour should have been on something smooth so that you can actually get it to remove from the surface. So I have these plastic liners that were actually just from like Cricut mats that Sarah had bought, but just a smooth, non-textured surface so that the glue doesn't want to the paint doesn't want to stick to it. So I'm using a Scotty peeler. Just grab something sharp and flat. Scotty peeler is good because it's almost like a little spatula. And find the corners and try and work it under there so you don't rip your pattern. The pour should have been bigger than whatever the surface of the tumbler is that you're trying to use. I'm using a little wine tumbler, so I don't need a whole lot of surface, but we do want to make sure that we have enough to cover. Alright, we want our tumbler. Instead of a 12-ounce wine tumbler that we're going to use, you need to prep your surface so that we can get our skin to actually adhere, because we're going to use Mod Podge to get it to stick. So you need something for it to the Mod Podge button. So we're just going to scratch it. Obviously, we only have so much real estate tumbler. And I do want to kind of use these drips because I think they're really cool looking. So get your skin sized up to your tumbler. It will kind of stick to itself like a fruit roll up, so we'll be a little careful. But don't eat it. Till we get rough size on what we're looking for, we can kind of trim it away. We actually have a pretty good length there. That overlap won't be bad. I'll just press it all together. So let's unwrap it a little bit once we know what we're looking for. Get our paintbrush, some Mod Podge. I have so many tumbler holders and stuff to do things like this with, but I'm just a little underprepared. All right, I'm gonna lay it roughly in the middle of where I had wanted it to go, which I believe it was there. I'm gonna swaddle this cup. We're going to call this the swaddle method. Fold that a little. Make that pink line up a little bit. See that nice thin skin? You can kind of shape it around and press it. Not really any such thing as wrinkles, because you should be able to just kind of force a lot of that stuff out, as long as your skin was relatively thin enough. We got a little bit of this stuff, but I want to see which ones look coolest to press on the bottom. That drip looks pretty rad. Maybe I just, I know that drip looked cool, but maybe I just wrap this all the way across so that we don't leave any blank. Tumbler? Decisions. I'm just gonna no go back. No regrets. I don't know if I like the drips more or less, so I'll rip them off. Rip that one off. That one off. All right. Scotty peeler to go around the top edge. I don't like that. I do want something on there, so I think I'm just gonna cover it. A piece that makes some sense. Scissors is also very helpful. I know I said no wrinkles, but I kind of started creating them because I've been manhandling this thing so much. It's so thin, my thumbs have been bunching it up in places, so I'm just trying to spread them spots back out a little bit. We'll get a coat of UV resin on this. Light on. Glasses. All right. Got our decal put on. There you go. New gloves. Got another layer of UV resin. I don't need to go over the whole tumbler. I could just go right over the decal, but I just want to make sure that there's a good seal over this skin. It has some of the wrinkles in it, but because I feel like they kind of, I don't know, add a little bit of character to the flow of the paint skin. I do kind of hate them though. So maybe if I want someone to have it, I'll just justify that. Okay guys, it's so artsy, look at it. It's just like actual flowing paint. Don't mind that this one part kind of stabs your finger a little bit. All right, now we're gonna turn the light on. All right, so once you have your decal on and your second layer of UV resin applied, then you can go and put on your final coat of two-part epoxy for your finished product. And that is how you apply an acrylic paint pour skin to a tumbler. Don't forget guys to like, subscribe, hit all the buttons below, and look forward to more videos like this in the future.